Alright, hey guys, what's up? Yeah, it's me again. Now, I'm not gonna ramble like I'm in all of my videos. I'm actually gonna talk about one thing that I've designated so hard that I made an entire script for. My issues with this game. First off, we're gonna start off with the killers here because they're the main issue. We're gonna start off with Springtrap. Number one, his traps are too large and too hard to spot on certain maps. What does that mean? Well, too large part means that the hitbox, I feel like the hitbox is too large. Number one, the trap is normal size, so you expect it to be a small hitbox, to match its small size. But no, the hard to spot on certain maps is mainly just forest. If I place it in the grass, you guys are not going to see it at all, because it blends in almost perfectly. But, it's kind of getting annoying. Number two, his axe is pretty, weird. His axe moves extremely fast and basically relies off of two things. One, you hide behind an object before he fully throws it, or two, you just hope it doesn't hit you because it locks onto the nearest survivor and it's extremely fast, so there's no need to even try to dodge it. Number three, he's way too easy to play. Now, I get the point. Springtrap is meant to be an easy to play killer. You play him and you know how to play him. Compared to the other killers, which need skill, this guy is incredibly easy. You can win matches without much difficulty. And 4, Scream is basically useless if it wasn't for the fact how it gives stamina. If Springtrap had a better way of dealing with survivors, besides using Scream and then just continuing to run, he'd be a better killer. But no, you have to use Scream because you just can't catch the survivors from afar. If you don't have your axe and you just threw it at them and they hid behind an object, you just kind of have to rely on Scream. Otherwise, you just can't catch them. Number 2 for my killers is Project, or Mimic. Oh, I just realized I don't have to go into a match. You know what, let me just, much better. Because, I'm not having my video interrupted by someone wanting by a round beginning, because I'm just going to talk about my issues. I am not going to actually play rounds, because I was going to do that and have an overlay of me talking. But that stuff's too difficult. I'll learn how to do that eventually, so I don't have to do this. But for now, it's just this. For the Mimic, number 1, he relies on his stealth ability, Drill, way too much. He relies on this ability way too much because it, A, has a good ragdoll, and 2, is practically the only way he gains distance on survivors. Okay. Second reason for Mimic's issues, or second issue, his modes just suck in general. Oh, sorry, my nose has been all stuffy. Sorry if you keep hearing sniffles, but sorry. Get to the point. These 3 modes kind of just all suck. Speed gives barely any damage. Strength is extremely slow, and stealth is only good because of grab and drill. Third one, this one is just sort of simple. Competitive players destroy Mimic. I play Mimic a lot, by how he's at level 12, and I gotta say that competitive players are just a nightmare, because he already sucks as he is. The idea of him changing modes is fun and all, but then you have to actually deal with competitive players. And those modes are gonna get things are just gonna get out of whack really quickly. Since you're gonna need to go to speed, but now you don't do damage, but then you go to stealth, and now you're too slow for them. So now you have to go back to speed, and strength mode's just sitting in the background doing nothing. I feel like this is just, number 4 is sort of just my opinions on the developers. 4 and 5. Number 4, he doesn't have many skins. Sure, he has 2 emotes, but like comparing him to Doppelganger and Rotten, or Ennard and Springtrap, he has 2 extra skins, while these both have 4 extra skins. If we're not including default, then 2 skins and both of them have 4. So he just has way too little. And hold on, my phone just turned off. I was using that as my script. And number 5 is developers don't really focus on balancing him. He has not had a good balance change that like actually affected like everything with him in like ages. He's, I think, by far Project is the most skill needing. Now, I will try to put a disclaimer on the beginning of this video where I just write down this disclaimer that everything in this video is just up to my opinion. This is just my opinion, not a statement. But then going on to Ennard, I'm actually going to use default to show you his looks, because why would I show you Molten Freddy? Ennard has a bunch of stuff. I have 3 reasons, and the third one's a little long. Number 1, he's really strong where he's at. He's like extremely strong. As in, like, you don't really need much skill to play Ennard. Okay, LMS. For whoever it is. Number 2, grab is as glitchy as, holy crap, this music is loud. This isn't like ruin how I'm supposed to be speaking. Yeah, no wonder that's... There we go. Sorry. His grab is just as bad as Springtrap's thing. It's so fast that you either have to react and try to like stand behind an object, which might not even work because he can just yank you around corners, or B, just hope that when he grabs you, you can just run the other way that he's swiping. So, just, yeah, no, they need to fix that. And I'll talk about how to fix these when I'm done with Ennard. But his third one is that in his disguise mode, Fighter can't really do anything at all. Like, Fighter just cannot do anything. Like, let me give an example. When Ennard does his M1, if you decide to parry it, he explodes. And then ragdolls you, which then allows him to get free damage on you. So there's no point in parrying. Running away isn't an option, because if he gets close and he throws an eye somewhere, and now you're forced to be near him, he's just going to hit you and do 45 damage. And there's just nothing that you can really do. There's absolutely nothing. It's just either you get lucky and hope that he doesn't place an eye down across the map and screw you over, or you just hope that you don't have to get close enough that where you need to parry. Possible fixes for each of them, going back to Mimic, or Springtrap, not Mimic. I feel like a good thing for his traps and axe, starting off with his axe because it's a bigger problem, slightly decrease its hitbox size so it's harder to land, or slightly decrease the speed of the axe in the air so it moves a little slower, so survivors can actually sidestep it and not get hit. Because you gotta remember, the axe does like what, a third of your health bar? It's either you lose a third of your health or you duck behind an object as soon as you can. Second one, decrease the size of his bear traps so it's just not that large. Like, either they make the bear traps like look larger so it's more obvious to spot, because why else would a trap be so big for it to just not have that? Like, why would the hitbox of a bear trap be so big when the trap itself isn't? You get the point. It's just way too large, and it's just the people that suck with bear traps. That's the thing. Springtrap isn't that hard. Like, he's not that hard to place down traps. You place it in a doorway, and now no one can go through that doorway. You place it down a hall, now no one can go down the middle of that hall. Is it really that hard to place a trap right? I swear at these players. Give it so Scream either makes it so survivors nearby will be slowed for a little bit, or increase the duration of blindness and deafness. That way Scream is more useful. Because other than that, all you're really doing is just disorienting the survivors and giving yourself 50 stamina. So either they decrease the stamina amount, slow survivors nearby, or increase the duration of blindness and deafness. For the project, Mimic, slightly increase the speed of Mimic in Stealth and Strength mode. I feel like this is important because those modes are almost completely useless if it wasn't for the fact how Speed mode exists. Stealth mode just makes you incredibly slow, and it's only good if you actually corner off survivors. And Stealth is only good because it gives you like 10% extra speed, which isn't much when you're comparing it to Strength's incredible low speed. Adding 10% of that does basically nothing. Second one, rework the grab so it only can be used in Strength mode and not Stealth. This is for two reasons. One, so Mimic has one ability for each mode, and two, because logically speaking, you would need a good amount of strength to carry a person in the air. 3, give Mimic slightly more M1 damage when in Speed mode. See, Speed mode, literally called Tickle Time, gives like, 10 damage? Yeah. Let's say you spend 10 M1s to kill a survivor with 100 HP, or 11 to kill a fighter, or 12.5 to kill a security guard. You get the point. Either you don't use speed mode M1s at all, or increase the damage to like 12 or something. I feel like that'd be more fair. Ennard, back to him again. Make his grab a bit smaller. I get the speed part of it where he just whips forward and grabs you, but make it so the grab is a bit smaller, so you need to actually aim it more instead of just aiming it in front of you and just hoping that it works, because it ends up always doing it. Make it so in disguise mode, when fighter parries or stuns, rather than being ragdolled, he's just slowed for a while. Let's say a good 5 seconds of slowness instead of just straight up ragdolling on the spot. And then 3, slightly increase all of his cooldowns. I'm saying all of them because they're all pretty spammable. Well, Ennard has 15 seconds worth of cooldown for literally all of his abilities. Besides M1, but that's just a basic attack, not an ability. You think this video's over, isn't it? Huh? Well, 13 minutes in, you think I'm gonna end the video now? No, we're gonna talk about all fucking 5 survivors. Starting off with Customer. Number 1, I feel like Soda is pretty useless because you can only walk slowly. You can't really run at all. Now, I'm gonna mention that you don't need to run at full speed with him. I feel like that'd be stupid, but I'll get to how to make that better. Pizza is practically useless because it's only good when you're low, which means the killer is probably targeting you or chasing you for a long time, and you will probably have no time to actually use it. So, either you use it at almost full health, but heal for like 5 HP, or just have it so you're insanely low and the killer's probably still chasing you, trying to kill you. Medic. I'm not a big fan of this guy because, well, 1, his healer are entirely stationary and can be easily interrupted. Killers will probably target you or survivors that they already hate, so you can't heal them at all. Because why allow Medic to heal someone when you can just kill that person before they can even get healed? And 3, the self-heal takes a while and the killer can easily find you since you are mostly glowing green at the beginning of healing. Literally, you blink green at the beginning of it. What if the killer glances over and sees a giant green dot across the map? Yeah, no, you know what he's gonna do? He's gonna go chase you down immediately. I put Fighter next, but supposed to be security guard, so I'm just gonna go back to security guard. But I'll start with fighter. Fighter is most likely going to get targeted at the beginning of the class for using a stunner character. You know, nobody likes a stunner, so just target them on the spot. Ennard easily counters him in his disguise mode because, well, Fighter can't really use any of his abilities when Ennard's disguised, since, you know, he gets ragdolled and hit instantly. And parry just takes a little too long. I feel like you're in a stance for way too long. And then it also makes you highlighted, so it's a bit obvious to the killer. Security guard. Taser is almost completely useless since Springtrap and Ennard can hit you from afar, which then cancels Taser. Plus, Ennard can pull you in, which then results in an M1. So unless you charge it all the way so you get silenced, you are just going to get hit immediately. The cameras are almost completely useless besides when you're outside a chase. So what if the killer's targeting you, huh? You only walk during taser, so it's not like you can just stop, turn around, tase, and then have the killer slowly get closer to you, and then he hits you in the face. And he's only a good class when he's hiding. Quite literally, he is almost completely useless with him out in the open, because then he gets spotted, he gets targeted, or he gets hit from across the map by a Springtrap, who has the most bullshit aim. Finally, Technician. Holy crap, I hate this guy so much. Whatever. 3 reasons. 1. Static field is kinda useless since you are stationary during it and you are unable to cancel it, and you're spending so much time standing still for an ability that is only countered by punching once. 1 M1 stops you entirely. Second off, the mask puts you in first person, which makes it harder for you to tell where the killer is. So let's say you're in pizzeria and you're gonna go phase through something, but the killer could be waiting and could just walk around and corner you off mid-phase. So now you have to either turn around, which stops you from running, to see whether or not the killer is behind you or trying to go around, which then would result in being hit, or you would have to just hope that he doesn't go around and corner you, which he will most likely do that, so you are just screwed. And 3, mask can basically just be annoyed because it could just be ignored because it's almost completely useless. Yeah, sure, phasing is cool and all, but it's not really that useful. Literally, he's only good because of static field, and static field isn't even really that good. Oh boy. 18 minutes in, and we just got to possible fixes for survivors, which this will be the last part of the video. Starting off, going back to customer, make it so he can run, but it barely makes you faster, so it helps you get farther away from the killer when you're using your abilities. And second off, make pizza heal for a constant amount. Listen, I like the idea of, it heals a percentage of your lost HP. Yeah, it's not really that good. So I feel like an example would be make it heal for 15, maybe 20 HP flat out, so you don't feel like you're wasting the ability, since you would just be slowly healing back up and not just wasting your time. Thematic, I feel like it'd be fair if you had an ability to hand someone like a bottle of heals, or in this example, a good way to describe it is a bottle of herbs to survivors, and then they can keep it, and at any time they can use it like an ability, which makes them move slower, but they heal, where they use the herbs to either like put it on a wound or drink it or whatever you think of, and then it would just sort of be like a little ability slot where you can like click an ability. Like, let's say for me, my abilities or my survivor abilities is R1, L1, and then usually with killer, if there's more than L1 and R1, it'd be Y, and then whatever that is for PC, and you get the point. And then have it so if he'll heals quicker and doesn't highlight you at the beginning, so killers can't immediately see you. To fighter, because I forgot that security guard was before fighter. Slightly decrease the amount of time he has in his parry stance, but doesn't make him highlight. I feel like highlighting makes it extremely obvious whether or not the killer is actually or whether or not it's obvious if the killer sees you parry. And second off, give him more utility in teams. He's a good spammable character, but you need 3 fighters on your team for fighter to be good. If there's one, he's just gonna die off the bat and not really accomplish anything. So either have it so when he goes to parry, all forms of damage only goes to him when he's in his parry stance, so other survivors don't just get randomly hit. And then for security guard, we have it so he makes it so Springtrap's axe doesn't cancel a taser and the grab from enter doesn't do anything. First off, Springtrap's axe is the best way to immediately stop security guard. And sure, that would then make him strong because security guard would just be an unstoppable thing. But let's be real here. First level of the taser tases them for 3 seconds, and then the second one tases them for 5. Third one he'll tases for 7, but at that point you've been standing there for so long that it's kind of deserving, since the killer can just run off after chasing a survivor. So you have to be really reliant that the killer is either coming the way that you're standing or is not paying much attention. Second one, make the cameras a small tab in the corner of your screen. For mobile, I know it's going to be annoying, but it helps cameras be more useful. You can't interact with it at all. You can't turn it, you can't click where the killer is like usual. But when you use the ability, it enlarges it to the entire screen like usual. And then that's how you can turn it, change it, interact with it. Basically, it's just going to be a small live feed in the corner of your screen to see where the killer is. And then for technician, 2 possible ways to make static field better. 1, you place it down slightly faster, or 2, you can cancel it at any time. And then second one, I just gave up and just said that give the mask the ability of seeing in third person. It'd help out a lot for technician mains because the mask isn't really that helpful at all. So giving it the ability of third person would help out a lot. And yeah, no, that's how I'm gonna, and that's it. This whole essay of writing that I have is just my issues with Bite by Night. If you guys have some questions, you can go ahead and comment down below. But other than that, I guess this is it. I feel like I should have separated this video into 2 parts because I found out why my videos keep crashing on Share Factory, and that's mainly just because that the video is so long that the game can't comprehend, or the studio can't comprehend it, so it just crashes on the spot. I'm literally posting this video at 1:52 at night. I hope you guys like, subscribe, and do all that stuff. And I guess I'll just have to see you guys next time because I don't really have much time because I have finals literally next week and I'm not going to enjoy it. I have finals for science, history, and my lab class in my school. So I'm not going to have any fun with that, especially since one of my classes is a presentation and I hate presentations. I'm a shy person in real life, but in YouTube, I am not. With YouTube, I will talk for hours with you guys, and I do not care how much people watch these videos. I don't care if it's thousands or millions of people. I will talk like this all the time. But in real life, I might not even try to have a conversation with you, unless you are my friend or someone that I know. I will literally try to ignore you, not to be rude, but because I hate conversations so much that I will not want to be around people. I hate conversations with people because it's just awkward for me. I don't like it. But other than that, bye guys.